Hello again, everyone. So I don't know if you watched the other video. If you did not, it's okay. I'm still going to do this meditation. I guess you could go back to it if you wanted to. The other video was in preparation so that we can prepare for a celebration. So we need to kind of make space, clear things out, and then in that we can lift our spirits and be celebratory tomorrow as we work together and come together and heal. So, one of the things that I wanted to do before we got to that celebration was one, educate you all on the things that I teach in my emotional intelligence, my meditation to heal the mind, and also in just the practice of being mindful, just so that you guys have the idea of where we're at or where I'm coming from. And that will then bring us even that much closer together and in the same understanding and connected with that. But that video was posted already. It's longer. It's more about an educational component, and it was also put up first so that it could be in preparation for this meditation. This meditation is going to be allowing an emotion to become present so that we can let go of it, so that we can make space for new beginnings that will be coming, and so that we can feel free from the emotional things that may be burdensome. So I talked about how we're working with opening the heart, and I also talked about as above, so below. I talked about many things. But what I want to do first with this video is I want to do the mantras that I use the drum for, because it might help break stuff up before we actually even go into the meditation. And then the meditation is just going to be basically you coming to a place where you're going to relax and settle in, and then you're going to work with breath, and you're going to allow whatever emotion or whatever feeling or whatever thought that may still be surfacing to come. And I'm going to read Rumi's poetry, which is The Guest House, so that you can use this as a contemplative meditation and kind of just contemplate. And instead of trying to distract yourself, you can allow the emotion to take its place, and then you can move away from it because you're no longer held by it, because you've allowed it to come to surface and to feel your feel is basically what we call it. But before we get to that, I wanted to do some of these mantras that I do. Every time I mentioned I worked with a specialty group every week, and we deal with drumming and we do meditation and Reiki. And the mantras that I use on a daily basis to include gratitude and to trust the purpose and to allow for the energy to come in would be these. So I wanted to just go through some of these with you. You can get a drum if you have a drum, or you could tap along however you want, or you could just listen. But basically what this does is it breaks up all stagnant energy, and it gets the spirit of the energy and the spirit of natural energy, resourceful Mother Earth energy up and around and surrounding us. So every week that we do this, we always start with the heartbeat. The next one that we always do is I am grateful for this day. I am grateful for this day. I am grateful for this day. every time I do it. And this is just a perfect example of how gratitude helps and how you wind up feeling joy and feel grateful for things just by tapping into the idea of gratitude. Love that one. And I actually had a student that came to my class. She did the drumming at OCVTS, and she repeated, because you can do that. But she took part in it again, and she was like, I just want to let you know that every morning I wake up and I think to myself, she didn't have a drum, I am grateful for this day. I am grateful for this day. I love it. The next one is As Above, So Below, which I also mentioned in the last video is one of my favorites. It was actually in link to the Lightness Mudra. And it goes, as above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. Next one, because I mentioned how we're doing a lot of heart work, and I used the Mudra Open Heart, and I was talking about how this is heart work that we're doing. So what I want to do in the drumming with the mantras today is the one that I use for heart and for forgiveness and for self-love. And it basically comes from the idea of the phoenix rising. The phoenix is a mythical bird that actually burns its nest so that it can be free and it can move on into a new beginning. So I use this, these two rhythm seeds, and then we actually use this in layering them together so I could bring the group in and they all sound so wonderful and they get the vibe beyond just one simple rhythm seed. But think about the phoenix, think about the idea that it burns its nest, sets fire to it, which means transmutation. It's transmutation of things, is to burn things. So it burns its nest so that it can have a new beginning and so that it could be set free. Now this mantra, like I said, it's in two parts and we wind up layering it, but I'll go through them individually and then I'll play it for you together. And it goes, I will rise again. I will rise again. I will rise again. I will rise again. First part. The second part is about forgiveness. I forgive to set myself free. I forgive to set myself free. Them in a group, and when we're coming together and unifying And in harmony, in love, and in forgiveness, we play it 3 times for the first part and 2 times for the second. And it goes, I will rise again, I will rise again, I will rise again. I forgive to set myself free. I forgive to set myself free. I will rise again, I will rise again, I will rise again. I forgive to set myself free. I forgive to set myself free. I will rise again. I always feel lighter. I love it. I don't know. Maybe everybody doesn't feel that way. I don't know. But as you can see, I'm laughing and I'm joking and I'm feeling good and my energy is high. So it works for me. If it works for you, awesome. And here's just a few more tools that you can use. And hopefully, if it did work for you, it'll help you to get into the meditation now, which is what we're going to go into. Okay, so basically what I spoke about in the other video was that we were going to do a meditation and that our emotions have a purpose and that we allow ourselves to feel our emotions so that we can be free of the effects and the reactions and the impulses that our body sets out and has based on the thought or the emotion that we're experiencing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a mindful meditation right now. But the mindful meditation is going to be, actually, it's considered a contemplative meditation. A contemplative meditation is when you, if you are religious and you pray and then you sit in silence, that would be contemplative meditation. You can use anything in contemplative meditations. You can use poetry, you can use scripture, you can use whatever it is that makes you feel contemplative. But it's to get a certain result from meditating and from being still. That's what the purpose of it is. So today, what our purpose to this contemplative meditation is to allow the emotions that may feel like we're trying to keep it together and we're trying to hold it in and we're just trying to get by, to kind of subside. So by allowing it its time with breathing, and then I am going to read a poem and allowing that thought its time for it to have your attention, then you should feel lighter and free from the effects and the reaction and the impulse that it creates. So I want you to get comfortable, and we're going to start with some breath work. And then I will, like I said, read the poetry. The poetry that I'm using is Rumi. It's The Guest House. It's based on the fact that we have guests that come to our house and that sometimes disrupt us, as I discussed with emotions and with emotional intelligence earlier. So this poem kind of leads you to let it be. Let it be. And then we'll sit quietly with some silence so that you could work out whatever it is that you need to. And during that time, I will be sending Reiki so that you will have help and assistance in allowing that emotion its time, its place, and its exit. Yep, it's going. We're going to let it go. So first we have to trust the process. We have to have a beginner's mind. We have to have non-judgment, and we will allow whatever comes up to come up. Patience through the process, non-striving. Like I said, be gentle with yourself. Trust the process, accept it for what it is, and let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. All right, so take a few seconds and get comfortable. I'm just going to center myself and start my deep breathing. And then I will direct you to do the same. Okay. Sitting comfortably or lying down, wherever you are. I'd like you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose for the count of 4. Hold it. Exhale for 5. Deep breath, count of 4. Hold it. Exhale for 5. Deep breath for the count of 4. Hold it. Exhale for 5. Deep breath for the count of 4. Hold it. Exhale for 5. Deep breath for the count of 4. Hold it. Exhale for 5. Now I'd like you to allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Feeling relaxed, feeling at ease, and allowing your body to settle in. knowing that this is a practice and that every day we achieve a little bit more. Allow your body to rest further. Feeling free. Your body heavily grounding to the earth, attaching as an anchor. And listen to my words, allowing whatever emotion or any memory that needs your attention to be addressed. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from above. Just give yourself some time to feel your feels. like you to come back, recognizing the rhythm of your breath. Breathing in, exhale. Feeling lighter. Breathing in, exhale. Feeling brighter. Breathing in, exhale. Feeling prepared. Breathing in, exhale. Feeling settled. Breathing in, exhale. Feeling at ease. And breathing in and exhale. Feeling grateful. Returning to your body. Returning to your awareness. Whole and connected to your divine nature and spirit. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And stretch if you need to. And over this whole quarantine, next couple of days, all of this that we're all going through, we're going through it together. Open heart, lightness, spacious, and whole. If you would like to join our meditation tomorrow, it will be in celebration, and it will be bringing that healing and bringing that divine nature and that divine intervention and love to all of humanity. And we will see you tomorrow on April 4th, 2020 at 4:44. Have a great night. See you then. And remember, you are deserving and worthy and loved. Take care.